نحمده ونصلي ونسلم على رسوله الكريم أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قال الله تبارك وتعالى في كتابه الكريم فاسألوا أهل الذكر إن كنتم لا تعلمون صدق الله العظيم. Respected brothers, elders, let us all recite Durood Pak in the holy court of Rasul Akram sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wasallam before we begin our dars. All together with respect, Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Mawlana Muhammadin ma'adini al-judi wal-karam alih wa sahbihi wa barik wa sallim salatan wa salaman alayka ya Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayka wa sallam. So yesterday in our dars, we discussed those individuals who do not have to fast in the month of Ramadan. They are exempt from fasting. They have to do qaza later on. So far, we listened to the rulings about Shara'i traveler. If a person is Shara'i traveler, he is exempt from fasting in the month of Ramadan, but later he have to do qaza. We also listened about when a person can miss his fast when he's traveling, what time he has to leave, etc. We have gone through the detail of that. A woman who is pregnant, a woman who has just given the birth, both of them, if for them it could be difficult to fast or it could cause problem to their health or danger to the child, in both cases for them they are exempt from fasting. There was one ruling which I would like to mention in regards to a musafir. Suppose you were traveling, you reached to your city, you completed your journey, you reached to your city. When you reached to your city, it was just before Zawal time. You reached to your locality before the Zawal time. If you haven't eaten anything from the dawn all the way till when you reach to your city, now it is wajib upon you to continue your fast because you are no longer musafir now, you are back in your locality. So if you are back in your locality before the Zawal time, then you must observe your fast if you haven't eaten anything since the dawn, which means you continue your fast. Make the intention then and you continue your fast. Again, this goes back to in the month of Ramadan, if you are intending for the month of for the fast of the month of Ramadan, the time you can intend is all the way till before Zawal begins. Like nowadays, Zawal is 11 past 12. So you can make your intention up to that time, before that time. Obviously, if you haven't eaten or if you haven't drank anything, if you haven't done anything which is against fasting, you can make the intention of your fasting. The same rule applies to a musafir when musafir becomes a local, when he is returned and when he's back to his city or he's back to his town. Another person who is exempt from fasting is called Sheikh Fani. Who is Sheikh Fani? Sheikh Fani is a person who is very old. He has reached to the age where he can no longer fast because of his old age, because of his health, or because of the way he is now. He's reached to the age where he can no longer observe the fast of month of Ramadan. For him, he just have to pay the fidya. What is the fidya? Fidya, scholars have mentioned, is equivalent. One fast is equivalent to one fitra or one fitrana. If you say one fitrana is £5 nowadays. So if Sheikh Fani, who cannot fast and there is no hope for him to fast in the future because of his age, then he has to pay that fidya, which will come up to £150 according to this year's money of fitra, value of fitrana. That's Sheikh Fani. But within Sheikh Fani, there could be category, some old people who cannot fast if the Ramadan is in summer. because of the length of fast or because of the weather. But if you have within that category somebody who can observe the fast in winter months, then for them it is necessary. They don't have to pay the fidya. They should wait till winter months come and they can do qaza of those missed fast of summer in winter. अगर समर में रमज़ान में रोज़े नहीं रख सकता है और विंटर के रोज़े वो रख सकता है छोटे होने की वजह से, तो फिर उस बूढ़े आदमी को फिदिया देने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, बल्कि उस बंदे को उन रोज़ों की क़ज़ा विंटर में करना ज़रूरी है. I've mentioned this masala before as well. Suppose if a person, he gave fidya, he was ill and he gave fidya, or he felt that he is too old now, he gave fidya, but later on he gained enough energy. Later on his illness was gone and he was able to observe his fast. Now the fidya he has given, that will become nafl fidya. That will become nafl charity, and upon him the qaza of his missed fast will be necessary, because now he is capable to do his fast. Therefore fidya will not work. So again, I will repeat it. The fidya in general is for a shaykh fani, a person who obviously knows that he is at the age where he cannot uh, observe the fast anymore. Even in the future, he is not going to get healthier. He is going to get weaker because of his age. Then for him, this is the exemption that he can give the fidya, and that will be sufficient for him because physically he is unable to do so. Can a person fast on behalf of someone? Suppose in my family somebody who is very ill, who is very weak, they cannot fast. Can I do their qaza? Islamically, this is not permissible. A person cannot pray namaz on behalf of anyone. A person cannot fast on behalf of other person. That has to be done by that individual. Yes, one thing that is permissible and can be done is whatever good deeds you do, whether it's a charity, whether it's fasting, whether it's salah, the reward of that can be dedicated to anyone, to your deceased or to anyone in your family. Other than that, physically fasting for someone is not permissible in Islam. Therefore, you have the fidya of fasting or fidya of the salah. Both of them we do if somebody cannot keep the fast. Suppose a person had some fast in his account, he had to do qaza of, and he passed away or she passed away. What to do now? The best thing the relatives can do, and those people who are behind him, the heirs, that they can do is get together, agree upon paying the fidya for his missed fast. This is the best thing you can do. You take the money from his inheritance, that's fair enough, it's your share. But meanwhile, the haqq of sharia that remains on him, the agreement should be among the heirs to pay the fidya on behalf of that deceased. This will be your ihsan upon the deceased. Not, it is not first for you to do so, but if you do it, this is your favor for your deceased. This will be giving him comfort in his life in the hereafter. If a person was observing the nafl fast, for some reason he broke his nafl fast, now this nafl becomes compulsory. Now he has to do qaza of that nafl later on. Until he did not start, that nafl was optional. Once he started, now it becomes compulsory for him to finish and complete, just like any nafl namaz. Nafl namaz is nafl until you begin. Once you begin with Allahu Akbar, it becomes compulsory for you to complete it. If for some reason you had to leave it, you must redo it later on. It is in your account to make it up. The same rule applies with the fasting as well. If a person, suppose, started fasting on Eid days, somehow he could not figure out that it's Eid day, he was fasting on Eid day. If he breaks the fast on Eid day, he does not have to redo it. Why? Because fasting on Eid day is makruh, and therefore that fast should be broken. He should not continue with that fast. It is wajib for him. It is wajib for him to break that fast of Eid day. ईद के दिन रोज़ा नहीं है. ईद के बाद वाले दिन ईद उल फित्र में रोज़ा रख सकते हैं. Couple of times when a person can break his nafl fast. Suppose you are observing the nafl fast and you have visitors. मेहमान आ गए. अब ये ऑप्शन मैं इसलिए बयान नहीं कर रहा हूँ कि बंदा अपना रोज़ा तोड़े, इसलिए कि कभी ऐसा इत्तेफाक हुआ और शरीयत में इसकी इजाज़त है, तो उसको मैं बयान कर रहा हूँ कि इफ़ यू हैव विजिटर्स, मेहमान केम एंड बिफोर ज़हवा कुबरा, मीन before the zawal time begins, you can break your fast if you have to, if your guests insist. अगर मेहमान इंसिस्ट करे, कोई ऐसा करता नहीं है, लेकिन मेहमान अगर इंसिस्ट करते हैं तो बंदे को इजाज़त है कि ज़हवा कुबरा से पहले अपने नफल रोज़े को तोड़ सकता है. Likewise, if somebody is observing nafl fast and his parents are unhappy about it, then before Asr he can break his fast. Up to before Asr Salah he can break his fast. These masail you'll find in Bahar Shariat as well as with the Hawala of Alamgiri and Raddul Muhtar, etc. Fiqh books. A woman is not allowed, a wife is not allowed to observe nafl fast without husband's permission, because there will be many duties she won't be able to do, and therefore she should ask for the permission of nafl fast before she keeps any nafl fast. And from this we can understand the right of a husband over the wife. Okay, I'm quickly going to mention some of the nafl fast that a person can do and some of the virtues, great virtues of these nafl fast. Because we are in the spirit of Ramadan, a person knows how fasting is and how do you feel, and after Ramadan it won't be much difficult to observe certain nafl fast because you are in the routine. If you continue throughout the year, these few days, they carry the great reward. Ashura fast, usually most of us we keep Ashura fast, which is the 10th of Muharramul Haram. Huzur Akram alayhi salatu wasalam, he observed the Ashura fast, and Rasulullah alayhi salatu wasalam, he also commanded Sahaba to observe the fast of Ramadan. However, in some of the ahadith we find that Rasul Akram stated in Sahih ahadith that if I see next year the fast of Ashura, I will keep 2 days. 2 days of fast to not to resemble the Jews, because Jews used to fast on 10th of Muharram. Rasulullah said we will do 2 days, so it goes against the non-Muslims or against the people of against Jews. Sayyidah Aisha Siddiqa radiallahu ta'ala anha, she stated that Rasul Akram alayhi salatu wasalam stated that the fast on the day of Arafah, which is 9th of Zulhajj, 1000 दिन के बराबर सवाब हासिल करने का जरिया है. 1000 days, equivalent to 1000 days of fasting if a person fasts on 9th of Zulhajj. So अरफा के दिन का रोज़ा भी बहुत अहमियत और बरकत वाला है. 6th fast of Shawwal. Many people, many brothers and sisters, they observe the 6th fast of Shawwal. In Muslim Sharif, Abu Dawud and Tirmizi Sharif and many other books of ahadith, Rasul Akram alayhi salatu wasalam stated that anyone who observed the 6th fast of Shawwal, he gets the reward as if he has fasted the dahr, पूरे ज़माने के रोज़े के बराबर सवाब, as he fasted the whole year in a way. Rasulullah ﷺ stated in the hadith. Therefore, people who are observing these 6 fasts, they are lucky ones, and they are the ones who are getting enormous reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Can you keep them in one go, or can you scatter them around the month of Shawwal? Both options are fine. You can keep any time in the month of Shawwal as long as those 6 fasts they go within the month of Shawwal. The reward will be for that person. You can keep them together, you can keep them in one go. However, in Durri Mukhtar and Bahari Shariat, etc., it's been mentioned it is better to keep them separate. So keep one, leave one, keep one, leave one, like that. The fast of 15th of Shaban, again, most of us we observe this fast in the month of Shaban after the night of Barat, after Shabi Barat. This is also from the ahadith of Rasul Akram alayhi salatu wassalam, sumu naharaha wa qumu laylaha, उसके दिन का रोज़ा रखो और रात में क़याम करो. तो हुजूर ने इसकी हमें तजवीज़ फरमाई है, इसका रोज़ा रखना चाहिए. One of the best fasts to keep throughout the year is called अय्याम बीज, द फास्ट ऑफ बीज, सफ़ेद दिनों के रोज़े. व्हाट आर दीज डेज? यानी 13, 14, 15 तारीखों के रोज़े, 13, 14th and 15th of each Islamic month. This is one of the prominent sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So 13, 14 and 15 इसके रोज़े हुजूर अकरम अलैहिस्सलातु वस्सलाम ने हमेशा रखे, लिहाजा हमें भी इसको रखना बहुत ही फजीलत का बाइस है. As well as fasting on Monday, Rasul Akram alayhi salatu wasalam used to fast on Monday and Thursday. These 2 days are also something which is highly advised in the ahadith by Rasul Akram alayhi salatu wasalam. So इन रोज़ों के ऊपर बंदा जब अमल करता है तो उसके दो फ़ायदे हैं. The first, in terms of health, it makes a person healthy, it cleanses your system. The second thing is it brings piety to you. In Ramadan, imagine how we live our life with utmost precaution and we try and be close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So if a person has habit of fasting 3 days every month, how much spirituality he will feel throughout the year. So it's a month of Ramadan. If you want to continue this habit every Islamic month, 13, 14, 15, आप Islamic Center की वेबसाइट पे चेक करें what Islamic date it is, and 13, 14, 15 को आप रिमाइंडर लगा दें और ये रोज़े रखें. इस पर बेहतरीन अजर व सवाब अल्लाह ताला अता फरमाएगा. Many of the fasts which I mentioned, we already keep them and they carry their own benefits, they carry their own reward from अल्लाह सुब्हानहू व तआला. अल्लाह ताला हमारी इबादतें अपनी बारगाह में कबूल फरमाए. अगर कोई क्वेश्चन है तो आप ज़रूर पूछ सकते हैं. जी, वसीयत के बारे में. हाँ, if somebody does wasiyat of suppose they miss the fast for the fidya of their fast or for the fidya of their salah, wasiyat can be run within 1/3 of whatever is being left. So एक तिहाई में वसीयत implement हो सकती है. If within 1/3 his fidya and his kafara of his salah can be performed, that's fine. If not, then there is a method which can be used, that you use that amount of money, you give it to the poor people, make him the malik of it, he returns that money to you, then you take the money, you make him malik again, you keep repeating up till it reaches to the level where the fidya of the salah or fidya of the fast comes fulfills. So suppose if somebody is 1/3 of his wealth is 5,000 pounds, but his fidya of salah, many salah he missed, for each salah he has to pay £5. So imagine if his fidya comes up to 15,000 pounds. So you'll have to repeat 3 times. You give 5,000, then he makes you malik again, then you give 5,000 back to the poor person, then he makes you malik again, likewise up to it reaches to 15,000. The fidya would be done within 3 repetition of this practice. तो उसका ये तरीका है. जज़ाकल्लाह. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا مولانا محمد وآله وصحبه وبارك وسلم. اللهم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا اغفر لنا ولوالدينا ولجميع المؤمنين والمؤمنات إنك أنت الغفور الرحيم. رب اجعلني مقيم الصلاة ومن ذريتي ربنا وتقبل دعاء. صلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه ونور عرشه محمد وآله وصحبه أجمعين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. جزاكم الله تعالى. السلام عليكم.